Today we're going to be talking about the Overwatch Precision Falx Trigger for the Glock pistol. Are you ready? Stand by. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You may already be familiar with Overwatch Precision. They make aftermarket parts for pistols that are generally approved for LEO use, and they are drop-in ready to go in basically any pistol. And that's exciting for a number of reasons, because it doesn't require changing set screws and dialing it in just so. It's going to be drop safe out of the box, and it's going to offer you increased ergonomics. The shape of the trigger is much improved, and since they use the OEM bar, the reliability of the trigger is not compromised. So let's take it down and take a look at it on the bench. So there it is, guys. It is the Falx trigger, and as you can kind of see next to the OEM trigger, it is a recurve trigger. It is a bit thinner. It feels more almost like a CZ75 width trigger. If you're familiar with those, it's not quite as fat as the OEM Glock triggers, but more importantly, it's completely flat across the face as opposed to the OEM Glock triggers, which have a nice ridge and the safety doesn't go flush with the trigger, so you end up steering the trigger. That's not an issue with the Overwatch, as it does go completely flat and it is flat across the face. And on top of that, it actually reduces the trigger reach. It is easier to reach the trigger face, so it is easier for me to shoot this trigger. Now, it does not have an over travel adjustment. Once you actually start the trigger moving, the throw is going to be roughly the same as any other Glock pistol. But the big claim to fame with the Overwatch, beyond the actual shoe and safety itself, is the trigger bar, which is an OEM trigger bar that has been NP3 coated. Now, you can see in the B-roll there is a slight graininess in the coating, and that's typical for NP3. When you first put it in the gun, you may feel a little bit of that coating as it wears in, but after a couple hundred rounds, it does wear in, and then it's very, very smooth. Now, the trigger bar itself is NP3 coated, but they also sell NP3 coated safety plungers and minus connect. Now, Overwatch was kind enough to send me this trigger for testing and evaluation, as well as one of their safety plungers. And honestly, I really like these. I'm gonna probably keep them at one of my practice guns and use them going forward. Now, as discussed in the intro, these things truly are plug and play. They drop straight in the gun, don't require any tuning whatsoever, and you get the full benefit of them being there. Now, the Falx trigger is available for most of the Glocks in production, including the Glock 43, 43X, 48, and the Gen 5 line. The only con is these suckers come in at about $135, which is actually fair as far as aftermarket triggers are concerned, especially ones that have coated trigger bars, but that is a bit of money. They do offer on their site a polymer version of these triggers, which can work on the Gen 4 models, I believe. So that's an option if you don't have a big budget on a trigger, but you want to do something that it has a flat face. And plus, another nice feature of the Falx trigger is you get to pick the shoe color and the safety color from a number of colors on their website, so they'll make it custom for you. So that's the Falx trigger from Overwatch Precision. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate Overwatch for sending me this trigger to check out. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.